Welcome to 108 Gate. We are looking at the masculine reading for today. What are the masculine energies doing? What are the masculine energies saying? So we've got the chart up, so if there's anything relevant we can refer to that. By that I mean the astro chart for today. So here we go. Longevity. Plan for and take the dedicated path. It feels like there's a significant amount of the past is now becoming more and more in the past. There's a tipping point coming of brooding over the past is being less and less and less and less of an issue. And therefore focusing on the future, focusing on now is becoming stronger and stronger, which is a great thing to have happen, as this is where our focus and our energy needs to be when we're planning for the next part of our path, or where do we want to be in the next part of our path. Okay, flashbacks, very strange. Anyway, temperance, find balance and be centered. It's like I said, that the past is becoming less and less influential on self, and the empowerment that's coming from this is significant. The empowerment of being able to say, right, that's in the past, I no longer want it to hinder me, I don't want it to keep me stuck, I don't want it to keep me in knots, I don't want it to be distracting me from what I should be working towards, what I should be walking towards, what I should be focusing on. Therefore, the more I let go of the past, regardless of if it's negative or positive, it's not a negative or positive thing. It's more to do with being in the present and maximizing the potential of the present moment, maximizing the potential of the future. So this is a great vibe, a great feeling, very, very, very empowered. So we get a third one, which is rejuvenation. Like I'm saying, it's coming in so clear. It's coming. This is also the other side effect. I'm going to say, other consequence, other result of letting go of the past. There's going to be more clarity coming in because you've got less haziness from the past, fogging your thoughts. Less haziness from the past, distracting your emotional intelligence from being more refined. So the more you go into the now and the future, you don't necessarily have to go in the future if you're anxious about it, but just allowing your heart and mind to be open to the future from the present moment, to allow what we don't even know about to come in. So really fabulous energy. It's quite, there you go. Judgment. As though the phoenix rises from the flames, burning away the past, burning away that we don't need, burning away the residue of the stuff we don't need, burning away the excess stress, excess worry, excess burdens, excess of carrying other people's stuff, burning away, burning away, burning away. Keep rising, keep rising, keep rising. Keep rising. Look at that, King of Wands. The more you actually allow this to happen, the more organically it happens, and the more you can't see that one, sorry, I'm trying to play with the lighting still. The more you're allowing things to maneuver the way they need to, the more fluidity you're going to feel. You're going to speed up, you're going to have the momentum be pulled up. Therefore, the trust and faith in self also needs to be strengthened. As you have your trust and faith in the divine process in yourself strengthened, then the momentum picks up. So it's one of the ways, it's vice versa. So it's like trust and faith build up, momentum builds up. As momentum builds up, your faith and trust also needs to be building up. You can't keep that stuck. They both have to keep moving forward, becoming stronger and stronger. Supporting self. Nine of Coins, we had this yesterday, I think. What are you building? What are you moving to? So the Eight of Coins is usually what are you building. The Nine of Coins in this reading is feeling like you're building, and you know more so of what you're building, you know more so of why you're building it. Therefore propelling yourself forward, pushing yourself forward, ushering yourself forward, allowing yourself to flow forward. So I'm seeing like an image of a canoe, or like white water rafting or something like that. Once you're in the water and the waves have got you, you are literally then about navigating the current, navigating the river, navigating the streams, navigating whatever body of water you're in. It's going to carry you either or, unless you're holding on to a log which is in the way or something. Either way, you that's it, you're in and you're going. So being picky and choosy, or and being very what's a better word, being very specific and particular about where you are putting your attention, being particular about which way you are heading, which way you are going, with whom you are going, why you are going, and really getting into the nitty gritty of, is this worth your while or not? If it's not, then back away. If it is, put yourself forward, feel the confidence, feel the strength building. 9 of Wands. So you've got the 9 of Coins, 9 of Wands, mastering this, mastering the process, mastering the way in which we move forward. There's a King of Wands there supporting that. It feels as though you're elevating into a new version of yourself, elevating into new areas of oneself. All of a sudden I'm feeling my voice and my words are tumbling out really fast, so fast, too fast, and it's slow right down. Slow right down. So the reason this is coming in, and I'm going to be very careful to say this slowly, is as you are burning off more of this residue that we don't need, more of that goes, then you're lighter, you're able to move faster. But because you're able to move faster, everything else needs to be refined in able to benefit from this. So your clarity also needs to be refined. Just because you've got the speed doesn't mean you've got the actual direction nailed. So making sure that just because you've got the speed, that you don't just jump into the first thing that feels okay and then go like speeding along with that. Making sure you're still keeping the same if not a better judgment, a better awareness of what you're doing and why you're doing it, where you're heading. So refining that constantly, rejuvenating yourself, yet refining yourself also. Temperance, find your balance and be centered. Make sure you're coming from the correct place. Make sure you're going towards the correct place. Don't get misinformed that because the momentum's built up, that's the correct direction. So the momentum's building up right now because of the way you are releasing and clearing some of the residue and the stuff we don't need. That is a different kind of momentum from being in the correct direction. That is a different kind of movement. It's a different kind of track. So if you think about once you're on a roller coaster, you don't have the control over the when it goes, when it stops, where it stops even. So once you're on the roller coaster, you're at the mercy of someone else pressing the button, whatever they do, getting you on that roller coaster. You go on the roller coaster and come back again. You have no control once you've put yourself in that chair, that seat, that space. So don't put yourself in the incorrect chair, put yourself in the correct chair. I hope that makes sense. Let's get a bit more to just express that a little bit better. So, sorry, too far. There we go. So, 2 ways of seeing momentum picking up, 2 functions, 2 possibilities of why. One is because you're becoming lighter as a being. Your emotions are lighter, therefore your momentum to do things is going to be faster, quicker, sharper, because you are now not loaded down energetically, metaphorically, with the past burden, stress, worries. They've gone. Therefore the momentum, the speed can pick up. This is when it's clear that you have to be careful to go in the correct direction. The other way is because it is the correct way and momentum is building up. It's going to be building up because the passage is cleared for you to go ahead and do it. When you've got both of them, this momentum picking up and you go in the correct direction, so that's momentum picking up, then it's important for you to just not just take the not just go with the speed because the speed's there. It's to utilize the speed, be aware it's there, and then really like learn to navigate certain things in an appropriate manner. So we're going to do this Chariot, just as I said. Be in the correct direction, be in the correct way, be in the correct process, be with the correct reasons. So you've got 7 of Wands. This might this might be a bit of, if you're like learning to drive or something like that. Like yesterday I was watching things about F1, F4 cars. Something that was talking about F1 or F4 cars. So the F1 car, you can drive it, but you can't drive it because you don't know how to brake properly, you don't know how to change gears properly, you don't know how to maneuver it properly. It's a whole different frame. So just because someone's a driver doesn't mean they can drive an F1 car. Just because we are doing certain things doesn't mean we're ready and we have all the skills to move forward. So making sure you have the correct perspective, the correct information, the correct direction. That's where the 7 Wands is coming in. Yes, you're moving forward, but where are you going? What other things could come in the way? Make sure they're cleared. Make sure you're aware of it so you can be clearing it as they possibly come up. And then you've got the King of Coins. Make sure it's of value. Don't just keep throwing things into the empty bucket, leaky bucket rather. Make sure it's of higher value. Make sure it's worth your while, and make sure it's got some. It's going to sound a bit weird to say. Make sure it's got some positive outcome, at least at the planning stages, because you can pivot. Not everything goes to plan. Not everything goes exactly how you want. Not everything works out to what you are expecting it to work out to, if you're expecting it to work out in a particular way. But the benefit of having refined this as much as you can, that if you're not too far off your goal and you're using your senses, you're using your instincts, you're using your intuition, it's easier to pivot from a slight detour. If you've gone the incorrect direction, you're going to have to back up and then go back again on finding the correct direction. So if it has to be anything, you need a slight pivot. You don't want to have to do the whole rigmarole again. So you've got the Queen of Swords here with the Judgment. She's going to be, use your intuition, use your instinct, use your emotions, use your senses, use your body consciousness, your mental consciousness, your emotional intelligence to really figure this out. Go deep. Don't be scared of yourself. So for now, I think this is good for the masculine reading. There's quite a lot here. Utilize the awareness that you have of yourself. Utilize your emotional intelligence. So for now, peace and love.